Hey, lovely people. Today, Lazy Joe is going to talk about Oyakodon. Okay, one of the Japanese meal that I've had over the years, which I like because of various factors. Actually, one is it's relatively cheap. Okay, compared to many Japanese meals, that might involve salmon and like more exotic things, right? Crabs and even eel. Quite expensive. But this uses mainly chicken and eggs, which are relatively easy to procure, and they taste good as well. All right, so this meal consists of a relatively few ingredients, so it's important that the person who prepares these makes effort to get the freshest and highest quality ingredients so that they come together beautifully. Otherwise you will not have a great meal. One of the things I have learned in my journey in food is that oftentimes the more complex food can be made easier and more forgiving for the diner versus a simple meal with less ingredients, because in a simple meal with less ingredients you got nowhere to hide. If your stuff is not good, it's going to show, right? So what do they do is they have a stock. I think the term is dashi, right? The Japanese stock, which they use all these anchovies or small fishes, and they use some seaweed, all these kind of things to make a stock. And then they use good quality soya sauce. Okay, they mix the two, and then the chicken is boiled and prepared, sometimes grilled as well. And into this mix of soya and chicken and onions, they pour in scrambled eggs, which is runny. Usually the best ones are kind of half runny, and they sort of like draped over the rice, I would say. Okay, so it's like a beautiful description. They're draped over the rice, and you can just on a rainy day especially, it'll be great meal, man, great comfort food. And there's an interesting thing about this term oyakodon. Apparently means parent and child. And it's a type of donburi. Donburi means rice bowl meal. Okay, so that means basically if you have a bowl, you got rice and other stuff on it, so they call it donburi in Japan. And of course you got various type of donburi, and in this particular case it's oyakodon, which is a parent and child donburi. Okay. I think by now the creator or the person or restaurant who claims to have created this dish is become quite famous. It's a very ancient Japanese restaurant called Tamahide, I believe, Hide, Tamahide, which started in 1760, and then apparently created this dish in 1891, and it's still running. I think the chef, if I'm not mistaken, is the 8th generation. You can check out the YouTube video. There's a small 2-minute YouTube video which is great, where he talks about how he carefully prepares the dish. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the 8th generation in his family. That's so cool, man. That people are carrying on these kind of traditions, right? So basically that's my description of it. Whether I like it or not, I love it. Okay, but only flaw with this dish is that if somebody doesn't know how to make it, then you're not gonna really have fun with this food, right? The person who makes this must ensure about the proper, fresh, good quality ingredients and quality cooking. Then you'll get a great meal. Okay, guys, if you got any experiences which are interesting eating or in relation to oyakodon, do share. I'm all ears. Thank you, guys. Take care till the next one. Bye bye. Much love. Lazy Joe.